Hey, Miles here, milesbeckler.com. In this video, you're going to learn about the new camera that I've been using, the microphones, the lights, and all the little bits and pieces. But first, before we jump in, I want to tell you why I've upgraded my camera. I've been using my cell phone for all of my videos, and I'm actually borrowing my wife's cell phone right now because my phone now turns itself off sporadically. The battery is dead. This is like a $700 flagship phone that died within 2 years. So I had a decision. Do I buy another phone or do I go all in on video? And in the last 2 years, I've proven to myself that I love making videos for you. So I decided to reinvest more and really up my video game. So really what I'm trying to get at is if you're getting started, you don't have to buy all of this gear. You can probably get away for the first couple of years with the phone you have in your pocket. I also use the webcam on my laptop. But if you're ready to invest, this is what came of my research. You can go to milesbeckler.com/video gear, and that'll take you to a blog post where you have links to all of these bits and pieces to get the exact stuff. I'm an affiliate. Those are affiliate links. If you want to purchase through mine, I get like a 2% or a 4% kickback from Amazon. It's the same price for you. It's a reward for me for my time and effort in researching this. So let's jump in. The camera itself is a Panasonic Lumix G85. Now this is not a digital SLR, it's not a DSLR, it's called a mirrorless 4/3, which means it doesn't have a mirror inside of it reflecting what comes in the lens onto the CCD. What comes in goes straight onto the CCD. That means it's smaller and it's lighter weight, which means it's a little bit more compact, more nomad friendly, more travel friendly. I just like the small, lightweight item. It runs about $900 and the lenses are kind of interchangeable like you get with a DSLR camera. It takes 4K video. The reason I chose Panasonic is two reasons for this exact camera. Number one, it has an external mic input, and I'm going to show you and explain the mic that I'm using in a minute because audio is so key. You're probably noticing I'm in a very echoey room. I'm doing my best with a little lavalier mic, but when you get that audio dial, the videos really come through. The second thing is most camera manufacturers do not create more than 30-minute videos. The reason is there's a tax in Europe on cameras that record more than 30-minute videos. They become camcorders and they're subjected to an extra tax. So Sony and Canon cameras, their DSLRs, will stop recording at 29 minutes and 59 seconds because the company didn't want to pay an extra tax. Well, Panasonic doesn't care. They changed the game on this. I know for a fact this will record in 4K mode. It will record as long as essentially your battery and your memory card will live. In 1080p, I don't know if it'll do a 30-minute plus video in one recording. It might break it up into multiple recordings, but I'm going to test that. This was the camera for me. The lens I got is a kit lens. It's a 1260mm lens, which comes in the kit that I'll recommend. I'll explain more about the kit in a second. So that means it's wide enough for close-up shots, but yet you can get a little bit of zoom, which is where you get that effect where I'm really crisp in the foreground and the background is really blurred out when there's some distance back there. It's a really great shot. So again, the camera was about $900, but the way it works is you can buy an entire kit for $1 more. And the kit that I purchased came with a bag, it came with a tripod, it came with a low-speed memory card. It's not 4K ready. I talked about that in the blog post. You can get that information there. But ultimately, I got the kit for $1 more than the cost of the camera itself, and it came with an extra battery, the card, the lens, a wide angle, and a few other bits and pieces. Then, the next most important piece is the microphone. Now, I went with a Shure microphone. Shure is the brand, and Shure is the same brand of microphone that I use in my home podcast studio. Not many vloggers run the Shure microphone. I do not trust my audio to anyone less than the best of the best in the world. I've got what's called like a wind jammer microphone on this. It's actually this fuzzy cover is designed to block out the wind. So as you can see, I can take this off and this is the actual microphone underneath. It comes with a normal foam one. It slides right on top of the camera itself. The camera has a shoe on top. It marries right in there like that. Then you can spin it down, tighten it up, and then it plugs in right in the side and your mic goes here and boom, like that, you are pretty much going. I'm not gonna plug that in for you right now. And then obviously we put our little windscreen on so we can be outside making great videos. And this is the full rig. The microphone has a few settings. It's got a volume boost setting, it's got a volume reduction setting, and a normal setting. So you can actually make the audio louder or quieter or just keep it the same depending on your needs. I'm in love with the quality of what this puts out. Altogether, the microphone was about $200. If you need to get something cheaper, there is the Rode you can get for about $100, but I don't skimp when it comes to the audio quality in that situation. The kit tripod that comes with it is pretty flimsy, I'll be perfectly honest. I only use that for my lights. I bought a 2-pack of Amazon basic 60-inch tripods, much more durable, much heavier duty. I only trust the camera onto one of these. I've got a link to the 2-pack that I got as well. And then the final piece is the lighting. The lighting is by a company called Yongnuo, Y-O-N-G-N-U-O. This is a light wand. It's a 360 LED light wand. It's pretty intense. You can control the color temperature. I've talked about this before. I have 2 of these that I'm traveling with that I use. So I set one up to the right of the camera, one up to the left of the camera. Make sure you get some sort of power, whether the one you choose comes with a battery or you buy the battery secondary. These are absolutely incredible. I have dropped these from on top of the tripods several times. They have put up with a lot of abuse and they're still kicking. They fold down into a pack altogether. And that is my new camera setup. If you have questions about what I chose, go ahead and just leave me a comment below, or you can leave me a comment on the blog post that I linked you to in the description. The link to all of this gear is through that link in the description. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. I'm looking forward to some good weather. We had a rainy day today, so I decided I'd come inside and show you all my electronic gear since I'm not dragging this stuff outside. And one other comment on that note, this camera is actually water resistant. It's definitely not waterproof, but it's got all of the special kind of seals on where the battery goes, on where the memory card goes. So it is actually a very high quality build. I'm so impressed with this setup for how much you can spend on a DSLR. This is a budget option that gives very professional results. I hope you move forward with whatever gear you have. Even if that's your cell phone. I've made 375 or so videos before I ever upgraded to a noteworthy significant camera. This thing has been my trooper until it died. Now I'm just gonna kind of ease up on the phone and do the work here with the pro level gear, keep bringing you great videos. Thank you very much for your time. Again, questions in the comments, thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next video. Until then, be well.